but he stole 4 bow ties, okay? So they all walking around there on stage, ain't nothing matching but them 4 stolen bow ties. Leave it to Bobby. Leave it to Bobby. Bobby, if he wouldn't have made it as a singer, he could have probably made millions as a Boosta. Well, hello, Bellas. Hello, love bugs. If you have not already done so, please remember to like, share, and subscribe because it is so important to my success here on the YouTube. And if you are not already a part of our Patreon Bella Book Club, please hit the link below, and for a small $5 monthly fee, you can be privy to all the shenanigans before YouTube gets it, if YouTube gets it. Now, let's talk about Bobby the Brown, Every Little Step, Part 4. So where we left off, Bobby the Brown had just asked his friends, Ralph, Ricky, Michael, Ralph, Ricky, and Michael to be a part of his group under the direction of Maurice Starr. Now let me add this. It was another dude named Travis Pettis that Bobby the Brown asked also. But Travis had to go down south to be with his, people down south. Because I told you back in the day, what they used to do is send the children down south so that the parents could get a break, And if you ain't had no family down south, then you would send them to overnight camp. Or at least that's what they did in D.C. I don't know about you other motherfuckers. But the parents were sending them away. So the dude, Travis Pettis, he lost his opportunity. So now it's down to business, okay? And they got one chance for a rehearsal before their gig down there to the hi-hat. Bobby the Brown had chose to do a Michael Jackson song. Now, this is the thing. At the time, it wasn't yet Thriller Michael Jackson, but it was Off the Wall Michael Jackson, okay? That Off the Wall Michael Jackson was old bad motherfucker too. I wanna rock with you all night, dance you into the sunlight. So it was assured to win because for real, all you need is to sing a Michael Jackson song or a gospel song and you automatically win anything, okay? They never throw, onions and tomatoes at you when you sing Michael Jackson or the gospel. Bobby felt like it was in the bag because Bobby the Brown, he still was rather young, about 13, 14 years old, and his voice hadn't changed yet. And in his mind, he felt that he sounded just like MJ. Until he heard Ralph the Tresvant. Oh no, oh my Jesus. He said that he was not jealous in one bit because he felt like between Ralph and Bobby, whatever they need to be accomplished will get accomplished because it was being led by Ralph and the Bobby. Anyway, at the first gig, they didn't end up doing Michael the Jackson. They ended up doing LTD's Holding On, okay? And when I read that, I thought about the New Edition movie where the little boys had sang the song. Oh my God, it was so cute. It was so cute. That was such a good movie. And I'm glad they chose to do it via BET. And then that way we got 3 days worth of the New Edition instead of 2 hours worth of New Edition at the movie theater. So like I said, they only had one chance to rehearsal before the gig. Okay, so they were on stage calling out the dance moves to each other. Okay, now I'm sure it wasn't perfect the way that they portrayed it in the movie, the New Edition movie, but I'm sure that they did a great job, as great, if not better, than what happened in the movie. Now, this is the funny part, okay? Because I told you, Bobby the Brown is a kleptomaniac. He steals everything, okay? So they had planned on all dressing alike. Answer, no, okay? They ain't got no money. The only thief in the New Edition is Bobby the Brown, okay? But you know, he gonna take care of something, just hold tight. So Ralph Tresvant had on, I think he had on a brown vest, okay? Ricky DeBelle had on some brown corduroys. Michael Bivins had on some brown shoes. And I think Bobby the Brown had on a brown shirt, okay? Every other item that I did not say, that shit was up for grabs. Now, what Bobby the Brown did do, so that they can have some type of uniform, was steal 5 bow ties, or 4 bow ties, because it ain't 5 of them just yet, okay? But he stole 4 bow ties, okay? So they all walking around there on stage, ain't nothing matching but them 4 stolen bow ties. Leave it to Bobby. Leave it to Bobby. Bobby, if he wouldn't have made it as a singer, he could have probably made millions as a Boosta. So like I said, they weren't the best dancers. So they had came up with the idea that they need to get in contact with someone who could help them with their choreography. Brooke Payne was the first person to come to mind. Now dig this, Brooke Payne had a no-nonsense reputation, so the boys were scared to approach him. Now, who did finally approach him, and I'm not surprised, was Michael DeBivins and Bobby the Brown, okay? Because them seemed like the old thugs of the group, okay? And according to the movie, that was about right. They went to Brooke Payne after a gig at the Hi-Hat. Excuse me, Mr. Brooke Payne, can you help us? Answer, yes. Just meet me over there at the Boys and Girls Club and be ready to work. And I'm going to say this, to this day, because I follow them all on Instagram, they hold Brooke Payne to a very high regard, okay? They really do respect that man, okay? And Bobby the Brown himself said that Brooke Payne made them understand the importance of practice. Not rehearsal, but practice. Next was a talent show that was produced by Mr. Maurice Starr. And the winner was going to get a record contract through Mr. Maurice Starr. New Edition, despite their efforts, lost to a hip-hop duo, okay? I don't know. But anyway, they lost to them. They won second place. Okay. I know they won, but you got a record contract waiting on you over there, okay? Now, something else that I never looked at. Bobby the Brown said, I wonder what happened to the 2 boys that won, because I never heard anything from them. I didn't see them down there to the studio. I didn't see them making no albums. Ain't nothing happened to them. And I'm like saying to myself, well, damn, what did happen to the winners of the show? Are they a part of a group? Did they get on crack? Like, what happened to them? Because they actually were supposed to be the ones to get the record contract. But Maurice the Star said, I don't give a fit. I want these little boys right here. Because, let me tell you why. A couple of days later, Maurice Starr had them in the studio. Maurice Starr had already wrote a song called Jealous Girl, okay? They banged that out. Can you see them 2 rap duo dudes singing Jealous Girls? Answer no.
Hey, when I loved you, you didn't love me. Our love had no unity. All you ever told me was lies. It's my girl, I know you despise. Fellas, there's a jealous girl in our town.
Oh my God, that was my shit, y'all. Ooh. I love the New Edition. Them motherfuckers just can't get their shit together. For nothing. I'm like, damn, niggas, just make this money and get this guap and get the fuck. Y'all don't even have to talk to each other. Anyway, Bobby the Brown also noted that Maurice Starr's mission for the New Edition was to market them as the new edition of the Jackson 5. Hence, the importance of their name. Now, I can't remember how they did it in the New Edition movie because there was a lot of things in the New Edition movie that was kind of twisted around, okay? And my job is to tell you from Bobby the Brown's perspective. Now, right after Jealous Girl, they recorded Candy Girl. Now, I ain't even going to try and sing Candy's Girl for you, but... And then, we on the radio now, okay? Now, Maurice Starr never told these boys what the hell was going on, okay? They never met with their mammy, nothing, okay? Nothing. They had absolutely no idea. They didn't get paid. They just was told to sing the song, Jealous Girl, and then sing Candy Girl afterwards. That my song? Is that me on the radio? women just like everybody else, okay? Because they didn't know how it went. It was a flip game. At first, the song was being played on a local college station. Then it hit here. Then it moved on here. And eventually, it got to Kiss. And I don't give a fuck what city you in or what state. Anytime you get played on KYS or Kiss, anything, that is a top radio station. I don't know why, but no matter what it is, Kiss is the top. So eventually they made it to Kiss. What he did say was that no amount of money could pay him for the feeling that he felt when he heard himself on the radio. I mean, it's an amount of money. You just didn't get it to Bobby. Candy Girl was released in 1983. I think I was in the 6th grade. He said Candy Girl sold so many albums that they lost track. And what they got, what they will always say and never change, they got $500 in a Betamax. Okay? They took their $500 check and went and bought mopeds. I was like, their mother gave them that whole $500? It couldn't be me. Because my mammy would have took my motherfucking check and gave me $10. Ma, I work for this money. All I get is $10. My mother would have told me, bitch, you owe me this. You owe me $490 for when I took your ass school shopping. Who else mother took all that money? My mammy took all my money. You heard me. All of it. I ain't have a motherfucker. I couldn't have shit to myself. You wasn't gonna bring no money in the house. If I snuck money in the house from what my grandfather used to tell me to put this money in my sock, my mother would smell it. Lucky motherfuckers. Their mother gave them the whole $500 and they was in the projects. So anyway, back to the mopeds, right? What Bobby the Brown didn't know was that you could not ride mopeds without a license. Okay, now let me say one more thing about the mopeds, okay? They reference the mopeds a lot in their music in the 90s. What Bobby the Brown didn't know, what they all didn't know, was that you got to have a license to ride a moped, okay? Now, we know Bobby the Brown didn't know, and he don't give a fuck about nobody's license. He don't care. So he ended up in jails, okay? And because he was so young, they wouldn't put him in the jail with the men. They put him in the jail with the women. Now, dig this. Inside the little pen or whatever was one of Bobby the Brown Tina's good Judies, okay? Her name was 20-year-old woman with hot pussy, okay? That's her name. I don't know the bitch name for real, but basically, whole time. The little 20-year-old with hot pussy went over to Bobby and was like, Bob, yeah, I heard your little song on the radio, Candy Girl. Now, Bob, his pickle already hard. Okay, his pickle been hard since he was 7. He like, yeah, you heard my song? Oh yeah. He know that this is his sister. Okay, he know that this is his sister's friend. His sister Tina, I think it was, Tina friend, 20-year-old with the hot pussy. 20-year-old with the hot pussy says, come here, little Bobby, come here. Took his ass in the corner and commenced to giving him what for. Not only did Bobby say he hit that thing or broke that thing or knocked it down, whatever you niggas be saying. He knocked it down several times. I'm saying to myself, where is everybody? Nobody can see this molestation taking place in the goddamn jail cell. So Bobby the Brown said when his sister Tina found out, she was mad at the 20-year-old girl with the hot pussy. Okay, and I'm saying to myself, how did the sister find out? So the motherfuckers that was in jail didn't tell. But as soon as they got out, they told. Okay. Now, Bobby the Brown said that he not in his feelings at all. He would never press charges against that woman for giving him a lovely day in that jail cell. I still don't understand how the hell that was possible. Okay, Bobby the Brown, I don't know. I don't put nothing past you because you's a very clever man, okay? Because I told you, if you couldn't be an R&B singer, your ass could have been a Boosta. After that situation, the boys are headed overseas, okay? Now, this part is when I'm a little confused because I swear in the movie that Ronnie DeVoe was with them. But I don't know at this part of the book. But anyway, they headed overseas, okay? And Bobby Brown specifically remembering them being sick as a dog being overseas. You know, that foreign food didn't work well. All them boys wanted to eat was McDonald's. I can dig it. In fact, he said one time Ralph was so sick that Bobby the Brown had to take his place. Okay, I said, damn, what is y'all putting in y'all food over there? What is that? After 2 weeks of throwing up and touring over there in London, in Germany, you know, on the other side of the world, the boys got home. Now, according to the movie, okay, wasn't no money nowhere. Maurice Starr wasn't giving nobody no answers either. So what they decided to do was to get this new management group called Jump and Shoot. What Bobby Brown also said about the management group Jump and Shoot was that they poked fun, or they thought it was funny to say that everybody gets shitted on once. You got to get your money taken at least once, or scammed or something like that at least once in this industry. Them boys looking at each other like, I don't want to get scammed. That's not funny to me. That's right, it's not funny. When the boys signed to MCA, it got worse. Their relationship with Maurice Starr got worse, okay? But when he reflects back on it, they were mad at Maurice Starr. But it wasn't Maurice Starr that was the problem. So you hear that, guys? All of y'all that be hollering, Maurice Starr stole New Edition money. Bobby the Brown is saying that it was not Maurice Starr that stole their money. Hence, let me read you this part specifically.
Once we got signed by MCA and started working on a follow-up album, things had gotten ugly with Maurice. We felt like he had made a ton of money off our efforts, and we never saw any of it. But in retrospect, it was Jump and Shoot that was collecting most of the cash. We found out that we had been the victims of classic music industry shenanigans. Our contract was actually with Jump and Shoot, our management company, not MCA. Meanwhile, Jump and Shoot signed the deal with MCA. So in effect, we, the actual members of New Edition, had no real connection to MCA. Jump and Shoot could pay us whatever they felt.
So y'all hear that? It wasn't Maurice's fault. He didn't do it. New Edition will go down in history as the most mismanaged musical group in the fucking world. You hear me? There's no reason as to why this group is such a powerful, pronounced group in our history and was never taken care of properly. Also, what I found was despicable was that, you know, when the boys came off tour, some of them boys didn't get a chance to sleep. They would drop them boys right off in front of the school. Okay, that's how close it was. They would just hop off the bus with their backpack and go to school. They got away with it because they was the New Edition. Okay, the schools was working with them. But how's it that the boys not making no money and y'all just exploiting the fuck out of these children? Okay, not only was they exploiting the children, but they was exploiting the family too. They took advantage of the fact that the parents weren't educated in business. Now, while Bobby is finding this brand new fame, Bobby is finding this brand new vagina, okay? Now, notice about Bobby the Brown. Bobby the Brown never thought of himself as an attractive man, okay? When he looked himself in the mirror, he saw black and ugly. He went on to talk about how when Ronnie joined the group, it got worse because, you know, Ronnie is so fair and he's the fairest out of all of them. That sounds so crazy. But he has the fairest skin out of all of them, okay? And it got worse because he was the darkest in the group. Those bad motherfuckers called him things like Black Dummy, Charcoal, all kinds of mean and nasty names because of their complexion or his complexion, okay? And what he said, the worst out of all of them, the motherfucker that couldn't fight, that was the meanest to him, was Ricky Bell. Now, if you have not already done so, please remember to like, share, and subscribe because it is so important to my success here on the YouTube. Now, remember this, the same people that you meet on the way up will always be the same people that you meet on the way down. Naysayers, my patron loves you babies better have a good one.